What's up, gamers? My name's Scyushi, and we back in some more Trove. Oh god, coffee is like both the bane of my existence and the very reason why I exist. I'm making this video as I just woke up. I know I'm waking up late. I took yesterday off, and I don't know. I was tired, so I just took yesterday off. But we got a new event. We got the Sunfest event. It's crazy. We got a lot of things going on with it. One of the biggest things that has happened, which let's give a little bit of a golf clap. Us on PC can congratulate those of you on console because the Delves update is finally live. Yes, that's awesome. On top of that, the Sunfest event, it's weird because the Sunfest event is the yearly anniversary of Trove. I don't even know when it started. I don't think it started when Trove originally existed. It just became a thing, right? And with the event, there's tons and tons of sales on stuff, but most of it is affecting console players. Like us on PC have everything at a normal price, or at least I do. I don't have anything on a special price at all. It's just all, okay, these are all owned, so that's a bad example. But still, for example, like there's these 3 new packs, right? And they're like 2,000 credits each for us on PC. And then on console, you guys were telling me that it was actually 1,800 credits. So you guys have a sale, clearly, that we do not. And that is a little bit disappointing. Now, speaking of sales, if you guys are buying things and you're new to Trove, use that sign up link in the description, please, and thank you so much. Because basically what's going to happen is anything you buy out of the store, once you've actually used that sign up link, I'll end up making a percentage of it. It's an awesome way you can support me by literally just playing the game and doing things that you would otherwise be doing. Oh, look, it's the Pinata X. I'll actually talk about this guy right now, just because I don't have it. That is the Pinata X. It is the rare drop from the golden ticket chest, as well as a couple other items as well. But that's what the golden Pinata or Pinata X or whatever looks like. The wings on the back are automatic, tied to the mount. And the mount can actually glide as well. So anyways, let's get on with the event. So the event is going to end up being in the hub. And it's going to be related to 3 different factions, but only one of them really matters. We'll talk about why in a moment. So there's going to end up being this Cubesley right here, and you can trade with him every day. You'll basically end up getting a gold Sunfest token, so long as you've completed the event, which honestly is very easy to do. And then you donate 1 token to each of these houses per day, and that'll basically end up choosing your Pinata house, okay? So, for example, right now I'm rocking the Pinata, which means I can't talk to this guy, I can talk to this guy, I can't talk to these guys, right? There isn't really any advantage or disadvantage. The only thing is that each of these coins gives a different active stat, which is weird because the Pinata and Tysorian both end up giving you 3 jump for their token. And yet these guys over here, the Carrie's house, will actually give you 5 movement speed for activating their token. So to me personally, I'd say just go with Carrie's house over and over again. This is the one advantage of, you know, being able to try this out over the course of a day, is you get to change your house a total of 3 times over the course of 1 daily reset, because during the event he forces you to change your house at least once, and then you get to see all 3 coins, right? So anyways, the first part of the quest is going to be selecting a house in the hub. So you're just going to talk to Cubesley, you're going to buy one of these. Carries if you need movement speed, Tysorian or Pinata if you want jump. It doesn't really matter because all of the shops that these guys have are going to end up being the same, which we'll talk about the items that you get out of their shops a little bit later in the video, right? So as you end up choosing a house, you're going to end up getting this token. It's going to end up going onto your hotbar. You can't activate it in your inventory just by clicking it or anything like that. It has to go onto your hotbar. So after you've selected a house, you will end up getting a golden ticket chest. You get those for most of the things, as well as another way that you can get them, but we'll talk a little bit further in the video about that. So anyways, you have to use the badge. So boop, let me just use it right there. So now we've just activated the badge, and now we are a part of this house. So that is going to give us another golden ticket chest. Then we have to talk to our house's champion. So for right now, I'm Pinata, so I would just click E on this guy and talk to him. I've already done my daily adventure for him. So normally what would happen is I would just basically interact with him. It would say, do you want to accept the quest? Yes or no. You don't even have to accept the quest, and it would already count as you talked to him. So I think even right now, even though it just says you already completed this quest, I think that counts as talking to him, just because you could have already gotten the quest done, I guess, before you talk to them for the day. I don't know. But anyways, that'll give us another golden ticket chest, so la-di-da. Then you have to gather up sun sticks. So we're going to be gathering up sun sticks to build up this busted bonfire. I'll take any reference to Dark Souls I can get. So all you got to do for that is just go to Medieval Highlands. It's no problem. But there's going to end up being Pinata enemies. They'll be everywhere except for Geode Surface, I think. I haven't seen any in Geode Surface. I haven't heard anybody talk about them in Geode Surface. I could be wrong, but just a heads up. So there's going to end up being these Pinata enemies, and the way that Trove spawns event enemies is kind of on a very weird grid system. So I'll do the best of my ability to explain it, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So these are going to be the Pinata enemies you can see right here. Boop. This is why we're in Medieval Highlands, so that you can one-shot them. So take, for example, these two biomes right here. There's the biome that I'm in right now, and then there's the Peaceful Hills. Even though all of the Medieval Highland biomes are combined, the generation of the game is still in chunks. So the example that I'm trying to give you guys is that sometimes you'll end up getting into a chunk of Medieval Highlands that will have nothing but Pinata enemies, and then sometimes you could be in another chunk that doesn't have any of them and just has the normal enemies. So it's a bit weird, but I'm just saying, if all you're seeing is normal enemies, just keep moving in one direction till you get to the next biome chunk, even though it's still all the same respected biome. And then that said, the enemies just in Trove in general kind of spawn in a X grid system. So if we kill this guy, and then if we go in a straight line, there will be another enemy right over here, another one right over here. I mean, they kind of wander around a little bit, but you get the idea, right? So each of these enemies is going to have a chance of dropping the firewood. I don't think I can get any now because I already did it for my daily. But you 110% do not want to forget to activate your house coin when you go into these worlds, because for some dumb idea, it was someone's harebrained idea where you have to activate the coin, and then you'll still get the firewood, but you also have a chance of getting coins that you can donate, which is kind of important. We'll talk about that later. Oh wow, guys, look, I got a Stellar and Novice world. I should make a video about it, right? So all you gotta do is gather 15 of those sticks, and then head back, or well, then you'll end up getting the 3 empowered gem boxes. Sorry, I'm like all over the place today. But then they want you to help light the fire. So you quite literally are just gonna go and talk to this bonfire, and then you'll end up seeing that you can donate your sticks for the day, and then you'll end up getting a golden ticket chest again. Then they want you to gather coins, which quite literally is doing the exact same thing. Just make sure that you actually activate your coin. You only have to activate your house coin once per world. So if you load into another world or another area, just use your coin once and then you're good. You don't gotta just keep constantly activating it or anything. So they just want you to gather 10 coins, easy peasy. You'll end up getting 15 dragon coins out of that. Then they want you to make a generous donation. So you'll come back to the hub, and then this right here is the donation station. And then this is where you'll end up being able to donate any of the coins that you ended up getting previously. Now, the thing is that while you're donating, you have a very random chance whether or not you're going to end up getting gold ticket chests. I think you can get gold ticket chests from this. Pretty sure. But then also pinatas can spawn around you. So it pays to just keep donating if you want to end up getting the chance of the gold ticket chest to get more of the items and stuff like that. So it's a farmable event is what I'm trying to say, which is nice. So you'll end up gaining another gold ticket chest out of that. And then you have to fight the moon-touched menace. Now, this is probably the worst part of the event, just because it's dastardly evil. So normally in the previous Sunfest events, this guy's portal would end up spawning every hour on the half hour right here. So what I mean by that is, you know how a rampage spawns at 11 o'clock, for example. Let's just Okay, the portal for this guy would spawn at 11:30. It's so that it's on the off chance rather than conflicting with like Dragon Coin challenges and stuff like that, right? Now, normally this portal would end up showing up every hour on the half hour, but for whatever reason this year, it's every 3 hours. Okay, yeah. So for me, just as an example, you know, the portal will spawn at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time for me, and then 3 hours later it'll spawn again and again and again. So you can kind of just do that with a time converter to see when the portal is going to end up spawning in your time zone. I might end up putting a full list of the times, but it doesn't really matter too much. Anyways, you go in there, you fight that guy. You can get a bunch of different items from him, but essentially it's going to end up being a giant pinata god. You'll get our golden chaos chest out of it. There's also going to end up being a NPC that you can do a quest from him per day. After you defeat Pinata, you talk to him. He just says, go talk to your house's Carl or house champion, whatever. And then you'll end up getting, I think you get like an Air Gold Chaos chest from, or golden ticket chest. Do I keep saying gold chaos chest? I mean ticket chest. But I think you get an Air ticket chest from him. I'm not exactly sure. So there's a couple items you can get out of the Moonglow guy, which one of them is going to end up being a banner, which if I'm not mistaken, that thing decays. I could be wrong about that. But you can also end up getting the orb, which is quest related, and then Moon Touch Strongbox. So Moon Touch Strongboxes themselves can end up dropping this mount. It's not bad, you know, it's kind of a moon themed pinata mount, whatever. It doesn't really require that many either. Like I think you only have to open like 7 of these, somebody said, yeah, or something like that. 7 or 11, I'm not exactly sure, of these boxes in order to trigger karma, but they actually just drop some really good stuff. So I don't know whether or not you can just fight that pinata boss over and over and over again during his visit. I think you can, so I'd recommend that you do it just because the items you get out of those boxes are great. So anyways, the next part of the quest line, however, wants you to consume the orb. So that's going to be an item that'll be in your inventory after you beat that guy. You just eat it. It looks like a heart of darkness. I don't know why they call it an orb. And you literally will get a heart of darkness from completing that part of the event. Then you just have to return to Cubesley. So you just go over to this guy. He's kind of buried behind all these people. Talk to him. You'll get a gold ticket chest again. I hope I haven't been saying gold chaos chest. And then you have to join a house again. So basically he kicks you out of the house that you were in, and then you just, you know, he'll give you another token. You won't be able to see it right away because it'll actually be in your claims menu. So just grab it in your claims menu, then you talk to Cubesley again, and then just select an our house, right? And then out of that, you'll end up getting the Unity Pinata. I don't remember what class I have that on, so I'll just go to here and just type it in. Unity Pinata, which this thing is an abomination that actually deserves to die. Like, look at this thing. It is a mishmash monster. It is a combination of all the different Pinata houses. So it's got Tysorian's face, it's got Panate's face, and it's got Carrie's butt. Okay, guys, whatever. So anyways, if you want this abomination, that's ultimately what you're going to get from completing the entire event. And then last but not least, we'll talk about where is it? I keep forgetting what house I am. The different items that you can get out of here. We'll also have I'll probably have a different video highlighting these packs just because there's quite a few items that you can get out of them. But anyways, all of these items right here, you can end up getting a couple different allies. So there's going to end up being the party pup. Sorry guys, bear with me, it's going to take a bit to swap them. So this has health regen, movement speed. You're basically just getting these for mastery, nothing else. But this one's just going to be a floating pinata. He's absolutely adorable. Then there's the Tysorian puppy, which excuse all this other Tysorian stuff because that's related to the packs themselves. This guy's going to end up doing health regen and magic find. It's going to end up being a little doggo, so if you're into that, go for it. Then there's going to be the golden veil dragon pup, which it's weird that they sell this guy because the dragon itself, like, it's just, I don't know. It's weird that you can only get the ally during this event, while the dragon itself is something that's continuously obtainable, and it, as you can see, costs a lot of these coins, so you're going to be grinding like a freak. This ally's not too bad. You get extra jump, has a chance to recover 1 flask when a nearby enemy dies, so that's actually a really good passive that people were using for the delves for a little while. if you don't have better allies already. Then there's going to be the World Spring Dragon, which I don't know if we can just type in. Yeah, we can't just type in World Spring, fortunately. This guy is hatched from an egg, so does that make him ancestral or legendary? I always get confused, dude. Like, seriously. Okay, there he is. So this is going to end up being a full-on beautiful dragon. You definitely want to get this guy because, I mean, look at him. It's all pinata themed and stuff. He's all shiny and everything, and he looks great. He really does. So then there's going to end up being the hyped up pinata, which nobody really likes this mount. I really do. I think that he's hilarious. Not only is he going to give you 100 mastery, but he's a gliding pinata. It was the first flying pinata of the game, which, I mean, look at this. It looks ridiculous, like, seriously. So I love that mount. I think that he looks hilarious. And then there's going to be the Pinata Tar, which Pinata Tower. Okay, I see. Because it's this guy's an abomination as well. He's a Centaur, not Minotaur, but a Pinata. Gross. I guess I'll have another video focusing on all the packs here, guys, just because then we can have it a little bit more streamlined. Not to mention today's video is getting a little bit long just for an event video already. So I'll try to have that video come out tomorrow showing all of the pack items, but honestly speaking, they're actually pretty cool. The event itself, and I think the packs are going to be around until July 20th, so we got plenty of time to experience it. Even though those of you on console are busy with delves, terrible decision to have this event come out at the same time that the delves came out. But anyways, I guess more the merrier for content, right? Thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more. Buy the merch if you want to support the channel. This isn't my merch. It's it is my merch, but it's old. Here's a hat. Have a good day. Stay up, gamers.